Oh, there we are. Hello and welcome to the Cafe Nightly Show. I'm your host, Goldsmith. It is the 2nd of October, 2024, and we've got. I guess we'll put it what it is. We have correction of the NFLPA Week 3 passes. So those are finally open for redemption. That was something that Upwind had to get a correction on, and it's been done. We'll go and verify that and take a look at that. NFLPA Week number 5 sale. Obviously, Thursday is the sale date, so that's going to be tomorrow with registration today. We'll get to that as well. Harvest Season Racing. We have some the small updates in the racing that we've seen from month to month or from season to season. We know that last season we had some issues with the racing. Those patches have gone through. This season, harvest season, is going to be a full racing season. And again, if everything goes great, this should be the best season of racing that Upland has seen so far. Looking forward to it. We'll get into the details there. So a couple things are a little different than they've been in the past. And then otherwise, it is a Wednesday. It is the second day of harvest season, and we're looking forward to a whole lot more coming up here in the not so distant future. And we'll get those things, I'm sure, along the way. But for tonight, we'll get kicked off with a disclaimer up front. All views and opinions expressed by myself, they're mine and mine alone. Should not be taken as game strategy or financial advice. Don't represent the game of the team of Upland. Any views or opinions who we do have coming from guests or contributors, they're theirs and theirs alone. Should not be taken as game strategy advice. Should not be taken as financial advice. They represent myself, the Goldsmith, the Cafe Nightly Show, the team, or the game of Upland. Let's go right over and take a look at a new announcement that, again, I kind of, had this little point of, it's the beginning of the month. Where's the information of the racing? Ultimately, they can trickle in over the first couple of days, but yeah, we do have it. We do have it today. And again, since there's been a couple little changes, we'll look at it as a full announcement, even though ultimately we've had racing in previous seasons and we've had updates and changes. But this particular race season is a little different than previous. So we'll go over and review that together. Here is the announcement. It's racing time again this season. You can compete in some car and kart racing in order to win some serious prizes, as well as fighting for points for the overall championships. You can get started right away and runs until November the 13th to get your scores up on the board. Get started now. Details are here. Woo, woo, woo. All right, so let's take a look at the details. Again, this is a newly enhanced racing. Again, racing with skill-based mechanics, with the idea of the updated racing mechanics from the boost. That is all a new piece that really are fully implemented now. We had some issues with them getting implemented in the past. Every race is more competitive. Every race is more thrilling than ever before. And then hopefully, and this is my hope as well as Upland's, this is the most competitive. This is the most fun. This is the most exciting season of racing that we've had so far. The first championships series points are live on the leaderboard now. Again, there was a 15 points for everybody who was on the top 12. That's because they couldn't really justify having a real final race, given the fact that there were continuing issues in the leaderboard and the mechanics of racing themselves at the time. Marking the start of the intense race forward to Genesis Week 2025. Harvest Season Overview. The Harvest Season is a key chapter in the journey towards Genesis Week 2025. Racers will complete across various multiplayer races, battling for leaderboard dominance. Every race is a chance to show off your skills, build your racing legacy, and earn those all-important points toward the Upland Championship Series circuit. The stakes are high, and this season we will see the top 12 racers on the championship circuit leaderboard advancing to the finals, which will be live streamed by the Upland Racing League. Again, the Upland Racing League, a third, we'll say an independent. Upland does work with them in order to do some events, but an independent player-run organization with specifically organized around racing, because they had developed, because they had built a following, because they had done all the things before Upland was doing racing. They get tapped on the shoulder to host these racing events, which is kind of fun. Again, that race happening on November 15th at 11:30 a.m. PT. That will be the end of harvest season. That will also be the championship race. to get and solidify points towards the championship series that will wrap itself up in Genesis Week 2025, 9 months on the road. I think that's about right. Racing just got more exciting with skill-based era. With the latest racing patch, we've upped the ante on the race, on the track, on the racing itself. Racing is now more skill-based than ever before, meaning your racing ability, your driving ability will play a crucial role in determining the outcome. Whether it's navigating sharp corners or, is that okay? Or timing those power-ups just right. Again, Upland's considering power-ups to be a part of skill-based racing. It is, I guess. One would say it's part of pay-to-play racing. I mean, Upland could do two things at the same time, and they are. They're really emphasizing this pay-to-play, play-to-win racing, but there does need to be strategic application. You could have the number of boosts, you could have the best boost. It doesn't matter if you're not using it in the right way. Again, these are all combined to improve and give people a stronger control over their performance on the track. Again, this will all make a difference, and hopefully, just hopefully, those who with the skills, not those with the money, are the ones who win, because that's what we're looking for with skill-based competitions. This season is also the first where champions circuit points are visible on the leaderboard, giving racers a clear picture of their progress overall towards the end of the year championship. Every win brings you closer to the Genesis Week 2025 Championship Circuit Finals, where the best of the best will compete to be crowned the winner. Starting date, October 2nd, 9 a.m. PT. Again, technically speaking, even though the month started, even though the season started on the 1st of October, the 2nd is when the racing started, because the racing wasn't live pushed yesterday. The end of the season is October the 13th, 9 a.m. PT. Again, 13th is because that's when the leaderboards all cut off. Depending on your position on the leaderboards, if you're in the top tier, the top racing echelon, you will be going to the finals on the 15th. And again, the championship finale is the 15th of November, 11:30 a.m. PT. Just like in the last season, the top 12 racers in the Upland Championship Series, the circuit, 175 to 226 MPS, will advance to the semifinals and then the finals, but with even more fierce competition. Every race counts. I want to put a point out here. Upland says just like in the previous season. Actually, just like in the previous season, we actually didn't go to racing. There was issues with the racing for good reason. That racing was suspended. 15 points were granted to everybody in the top 12 of the Champion Series. This will be getting back into that idea of having that championship race at the end of the season this season. All right, official Upland Championship Circuit points. Look at that. We started the 2024-2025, the race to Genesis Week 2025 points officially in Sizzle season. Sizzle season didn't go as planned at the race championship. So everybody who was top 12, same points at 15 points each. Like we had kind of gone over a little bit ahead here. Power-ups and MPS. For this harvest season, power-ups will be fully integrated into your max performance score. This is something, like I said, that is part of the updates that happened with the racing. And obviously there was other issues that have been patched. These boosts will add layers to your strategy, allowing you to customize your approach and dominate the track. We will make an announcement as soon as they go live, with more becoming available in the UPX store. Again, now that people can use them and start burning them, and now they're out, they can go back and buy some in the UPX store. With MPS limits, the choice will be yours on how to approach the race. Do you go full throttle with high performance car, or select a low MPS vehicle to make room to put some more power-ups there? Again, this is part of the strategy of racing. This is part of people having more control over the outcome of the race, and different people coming at racing with a different strategy and kind of seeing which strategy is the best, but also how does your racing style, once you get on the track, how does that play with your difference of car setup, or your difference of strategy for car setup. This balance between raw power and tactical finesse ensures that every race is a thrilling and strategic challenge. Little picture here, ooh la la, of our power-ups, MPS leaderboards. MPS leaderboards cater to a wide range of racers. Again, different leaderboards for different MPS scores. So we do have the 5 that we've had. We have a karts, one with a 90 to 132, 134 to 152, 153 to 160, and of course 175 to 226, also known as the Upland Championship Circuit. Remember, only public multiplayer races with at least 3 real players will count towards the leaderboard points. Point system. There's a couple ways the point system is built. Point system A, you have to have 3 racers, is 1 point. 4 racers is 3 points. 5 racers is 5 points. And then if you have a total of 6 total racers, you get 10 points, plus 10 points. Only public races involving 3 or more players. Again, like I said, the 2 plus yourself will count towards the season points. The more players, the better. The second points is there's points for staking. For staking points, the more points you stake, the more you will win. So in different categories of staking, different points available for the winners on the first, second, third, with points awarded to the top 3 finishers in each race. There are 4 levels of racing stakes for players to choose from to earn points during the season. There's a 1,500, 5,000, 10,000, 15,000. Again, that's the UPX stake for each person entering the race. And for the 1,500, as you would guess, lower points, 5, 3, 2. Again, first, second, third. We go to the 5,000 higher points, 15, 11, 7, first, second, third. And then for first, second, third in the 10,000 UPX staking, that's 25 points, 18 points, 12 points. Finally getting to 15,000 UPX staked per player. First place gets 50 points. Second place gets 30 points. And third place gets 20 points. Again, reminder here, you do see that the points, they don't gradually boop, 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 boop. We are looking at 15,000 UPX stake. It's considerably more points available than 10,000 UPX stake, with a reminder or with a caveat. The caveat is if there's 6 people in your race, there's going to be 3 people who get nothing. So just keep that in mind when people are getting ready to race you around the track. Again, only public races with stakes with at least 3 members. Again, all 3. So you don't get any of these points up here for the race against 2, race against 3, race against 4, race against 5 if you're not in a staked race. This is something, again, not everybody wants to participate in staked races. That makes this whole leaderboard, this whole challenge, not for that set of people. And that's okay. There's other things to do in the game of Upwind, but that's the reality here. This leaderboard contest for racing is for the people who want to participate in staked racing. Leaderboards will close on Wednesday the 13th of November at 9 a.m. PT, with the leading 10 racers on each leaderboard being rewarded prizes. Top 12 from the Championship Series leaderboard, again, 176 to 226, would advance to the finals on Friday. This round has 2 semifinals races and a final race. Top racers and performers will earn points for the Championship Series and will help determine who participates in the Championship Circuit's finals at Genesis Week 2025. Again, more details will be coming up. Each season's finals will unfold at an iconic Upland monument. That gives us an opportunity for a new monument every season to come through and come into the game of Upland. And this season's not any different. This season's harvest season's Big Ben Monument Speedway in London will be the host to the finals. The Upland Racing League obviously be hosting that event when it happens on the 15th. Rules for the finals, won't get too crazy into it. We've gone to it before, we've seen it before. 1 heat is for odds, 1 heat is for evens, and then we have the finals based on the top 3. Yeah, top 3 of each of those 2 races. Yeah, that's easy. That is right math. Prizes. The top 10 racers in each leaderboard. Again, that's not just for the people in the championship. It's people in every leaderboard. They will receive prizes with special unique badges for Championship Series to the top 3 finishers for the Championship Series. These rewards not only recognize achievement, but also fuel the competitive spirit of Upland's racing community. Again, you could be racing on these staked races, and if you're winning again and again and again, you have this source of income or source of reward for your skill, for your prowess, for your activity. And then you have this additional potential reward for where you end up with a leaderboard at the end of the season. Good to see you, Trees. Hello, hello. Good to see you, Magis. Good to see you, Blue, as well. And, of course, there is a Cheese right up there, all the way up at the top. So first, second, third, again, first place, 150,000 UPX. Again, this is a prize for each of the leaderboards. The Harvest Diamond Block Explorer. Second place gets 100,000 UPX, and the Harvest Diamond Block Explorer. Third place, 75,000 UPX. Guess what? Harvest Diamond Block Explorer. Fourth to the 10th place for each of the leaderboards. Each of those places, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th, they got 50,000 UPX each, with the Harvest Diamond Block Explorer going to each of those individuals as well. Go figure. The Quest for the Crown Upland Championship Circuit. I don't know why we have the Upland Championship Circuit in so many different places and iterations and split up and all over the place. But yeah, just a reminder: you're earning points if you're the top tiers of the MPS scores. If you are the championship series with that finals, you're earning points towards the end of the year. Final thoughts: the Harvest Season Racing promises to be one of the most exciting and competitive yet. Again, we're fully integrating boosts. Those boosts are being fully integrated for the first time in a full season. It gives people the opportunity to be more precise about performance in their car. Those boosts are per race, so it can get pricey, but it's also your opportunity to really play around with and have more control over the outcome based on using what boosts at what time. The race to Genesis 2025 has begun again. The race to Genesis 2025, that championship series reserved for the top tier. Are you ready to take the wheel? Let's make Harvest Season Racing one for the history books. Again, Upland had issues last season. Upland has corrected a lot of those issues already. So let's have this racing season. If it is your thing, if you are interested in Upland racing, let's have this season be a fun one for everybody participating. Good luck. The biggest things I'll tell you is just follow the rules here, because if there are different staking departments, different levels you can stake, and you stake 1,499 UPX, guess what? It's not going to count. If you stake 40,000, it's not going to really count in a significant way. The same way, it's really those specific amounts. So keep that in mind. Do participate in the way that makes sense to you. And if you are having fun, that's really what the goal here is. Don't get into that trap of I'm doing it just for the prize, because then you get 17th place and you're not happy because you didn't get a prize, and you're not happy with the time you spent trying to win the non-one prize. Again, this is something that will run until the 15th. The 13th is when the leaderboard shut off, and it is back. Racing is back. Last season, it really wasn't what people would want it to be, but it is here to stay this season. It looks like Upland has those long-term plans for it, so we'll continue to see those efforts be emphasized there. Well, let's take a look here. NFLPA update today. NFLPA update, the passes for week 3. Those passes are now open for exchange. They opened for exchange at 9:30 a.m. PT. This was something that was scheduled to open up earlier. I think Monday wasn't able to work or didn't work when it was supposed to. That was because, again, with some new mechanisms that have been played with, the pass exchanges weren't quite ready. They did have to go and update everything, and now they're working. So the week 3 have been open for the redemption or exchange to exchange your memento pass for memento. So those are open now. You can continue to participate with those if you haven't got a chance to do so yet. But the big thing is, wow, it's Wednesday. Wednesday, we reserve our spot for the sale on Thursday. So again, reminder here, if you haven't participated yet, because we are still early in the season, every Thursday we will have these sales. The NFLPA pass bundle, here it is. I could buy one for $49.99 tomorrow if I get lucky with placement, because there are only 144 of those bundles available tomorrow. And then they have some bundles here in the UPX side of things that I can register for as well. We have this pass here for 15,000 UPX. Did I do my math right? Oh, yeah, we did. The starter bundle, 50,000 UPX. There are 830 of those available in UPX. And then if I look at the Pro Pass, there is 1, 2, 3, going to be a total 1, 2, 3. There we go. 325 of those available for 25,000 UPX. this is interesting. Where's the rest of my USD options? I don't see them. I've seen them. We've seen them in previous iterations. This time around, I'm just seeing the UPX here, and then over here I see the USD, but for the pass bundle. We'll have to see if these other ones pop back up. I didn't see anything official from the team that they were changing the way that was listed. I didn't see anything official from the team that they were changing whether or not they're going to have the USD bundles available in the future. So we'll have to see if they update that. For right now, we do see that those are an UPX exclusive available for the starter pack of the bundle. 9 a.m. PT is when the sale is going to happen. Registration open from today until tomorrow at 8 a.m. PT. It's a randomized thing, just like any other sale, with the randomized order to go in and participate. You do have to register in advance. If you get lucky, early spot, keep in mind that they do sell out relatively quickly in the UPX side. They have historically, so make sure that you're there in that first half an hour. If you get a lucky spot, but you don't get a chance to buy it during the first 25 minutes or so, it may be sold out before you get the chance there. And obviously, the reality is buy it as soon as your spot comes up for the best chance of actually getting what you want. You will notice a variety of bundles for UPX only, while pass bundles remain in the USD. Again, that was the official announcement. The idea of whether or not the USDs are coming back, we'll have to see. Happy football season, friends. Again, this sales tomorrow at 8 a.m. PT. Wow. The announcement says that the sale itself starts at 8 a.m. PT tomorrow. We'll watch out for that. The note I do want to make on this, again, is if they really did, delete some of these USD sales, I'm going to say more power to them. There was some complaint on the USD versus the UPX side. We did see those USD bundles just sit there in USD when we talked about the starter and just not sell out. However, we saw the UPX sell out very quickly. We did still see the pass sell out on the USD side because ultimately that pass is the way that you're going to guarantee that you get yourself a memento. If you want to guarantee yourself a memento, you go and you buy the pass for $49.99. You do get 80% that is a regular season, 20% that pass is going to be tied to the playoffs, and that is your guarantee of a memento. If we go in and we buy one of the UPX passes here, we do have the opportunity between the starter and the pro to potentially get a pass, but ultimately no guarantee there on these UPX sided. Again, moving forward, we've seen many of these UPX sales versus USD sales. The USD sales sit there; they look pricey, and people don't buy them. They don't sell through. On the UPX side, they do sell through. I think it's nice that Upland is right sizing that, if that's what they're doing, where they're going to sell more into these UPX that people want to buy. They find and identify where these USD opportunities are for the team to sell a USD package like these passes, like specifically the pass bundle, and allow people to buy those in USD and continue on to make that revenue, but not have these whatever the exclusive number is that is held out just for the USD. That's not going to sell through. Otherwise, let's take a look at what we had, from yesterday. One thing I did want to review because it was a quick couple days. Neighborhood ratings were updated. That is live now. We do also have, at this point, we have the new tasks that are out. If you haven't had a chance to go take a look and check the tasks out, go and do so. We already went over it yesterday, piece by piece, in boring detail, so we don't have to do it again. But we can see harvest season gamified earnings tasks are up now. Go and take a look at that announcement if you haven't got over there to do so. Going and popping open the announcement real quick, we do see that the one interesting thing or one exciting thing this season is that there's a mystery mission. That mystery mission is going to drop each week on Wednesday. So keep your eyes open for that. Again, those mystery tasks, when they do come up, that is going to be something that you are going to have a limited period of time to participate in, and that is going to be your opportunity to get to your 15, right? The 10 that are standard throughout the month or throughout the month and a half throughout the season. Those are going to be open for you throughout the season. and mystery bonuses are going to get, or bonus missions are going to get added in on a weekly basis. So watch out for that. But for tonight, I will say that I'm looking forward to the month and a half of harvest season getting going. We are at the point where we're getting started. Hi, Sixpix, good to see you. Next World, good to see you. Blue, Jimmy, Jester, everyone there. But for tonight, I'm going to say thank you so much for being here. Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. PT. Take a look and review the nightly news, the daily news in the game of Upland. Like I said, getting back into some of these interviews here in the near future. We've got some math to get a couple things figured out so we can go and do so. And then otherwise, looking forward to seeing this season roll out. We're just here at the beginning of it. If you're the Upland Discord Cafe, feel free to unmute your mics. The floor is yours.